Hi, my name is Bob Adney and I teach percussion at MacPhail Center for Music, and I would like to show you a bunch of drums. You know, drums have many things in common, and one is that typically there's some type of drum head, either made out of animal skin or plastic, and different shapes of the barrel or the shell of the drum. But that said, when we have the different shapes or the different types of heads, there's slightly different tones. So let me show you some of the really common ones, and these you may have at home or again in your school music situation, certainly here at MacPhail. When you have a larger drum like this and it has this type of hourglass shape, this would probably be called a conga drum. It typically has a head on the top of the drum, and you'll notice that it's open on the bottom. Because of the shell and the way that this is, the tone is going to be a little different from any other drum where it doesn't look like this. Now, it's really true, all drums really have two basic tones, and you can experiment with this at home, but we would call this the normal stroke. And I'm just going to hold this conga here just like this. And if you just strike, use your hand and try to strike the drum's edge right about in this area, and watch what I do. That would just be called a normal stroke. And you hear that there's a little bit of a ring to that sound, and we like that. Now, another stroke that we like to do is just called the bass tone. And the bass tone is using all of your hand or the heel of your hand, and you hit in the center of the drum head, and you'll hear that that is a different tone than the normal tone. So let me do some bass tones. So normal tone, bass tone. Now, if you work with each drum that way, looking for the normal tone and the bass tone, that will give you two sounds that will be really fun. Now, let me show you some of the other drums really quick. So these are called bongo drums, typically two different sizes, and typically held between your legs, knees. Now, we have our normal tone, and our normal tone with bongos is normally played with fingers. And we can also play in the center of the drum, or we can mix it up. And that gives us two different tones on the bongo that really is kind of fun. We have another drum, and this is just called the barrel drum. It looks a little like a barrel. Single head, open on the bottom. Again, we would have the normal tone. It's a really low drum, and then we have the bass tone. So when you're playing the drums and you have these types of drums, and again, all together, we call these hand drums because we use our hands. Look for the normal tone, look for the bass tone, and that will be a great way for you to get started in playing these instruments.